trying this out. Let's see how it works. I'm going live from my shop here in Oklahoma City. I am Jacob Thompson with Retriever Woodworks. This is my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna give this live stream thing a shot. So I'll kind of give you a little quick tour of the shop, and then we'll go into working on a furniture piece today that I've designed and built in the past, and I'm just building another version of it. Oops. Okay. So here we go. This is my little shop. It's a 600 give or take square foot shop on my property. It is disconnected from the house. Has a little garage door over there. And then, of course, I've got some miscellaneous bike stuff over there. Got my DeWalt planer over to this side that you can't really see. I've got a 14-inch bandsaw over there, and then a router table right behind that. So along with the live stream today, I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleanup and just kind of miscellaneous shop talk as I go around. Got my main furniture, my main piece of shop furniture here, which is my workbench, which I'll be rebuilding that in the future as well. Right behind that is my table saw with a folding wing on it, and then I've got some other bits and pieces of scrap. I was doing some cleanup and work on that side of the shop today. Behind that is my jointer. Then I have a spindle sander station over there. That's a lot of things on wheels. Keeps my work going. Where you guys are stationed is my shop wall, and I have a French cleat wall system that I've put together here. So that's kind of this is my general workstation. Is all right here. I just put out a little YouTube short of putting all this stuff together. I've gotten some new Wera tools that are quite nice, and I want to keep them out and displayed because they're nice to look at. And I've got miscellaneous storage here, battery chargers, some Makita, DeWalt. I'd like to get rid of my DeWalt and go straight to Makita. That's a slow process. This is miscellaneous storage for clamps and a clamp rack and everything. And then in behind that, I have a bunch of separate bins for one for electrical, one for plumbing, one for hardware. And then I think I have one in there for kind of just miscellaneous stuff. So, and then I've got over to this side, I have a full, let me disconnect you from power here. This is my shop cabinet with organization. So all of my finishes are up here. All my toolboxes are up here for the different things. I keep a multi-tool in that box all the time. Along with that really awesome burl I harvested about 2.5 years ago. Eventually I'll get into some lathe work with that. Fillers, spray paints behind that. This is all of my fasteners, and then some miscellaneous hardware. So I keep I have a small box for all of my furniture bolts and things like that for assembly. This is caulking. This is finish and applications. Down here, nail guns, a couple of Syncos. Let's see. Yeah, a couple of Syncos. This is kind of a miscellaneous tool drop-off zone. There's not a ton of stuff in there. And then below that is all the paints and finishes as well. So anyways, lots of stuff to kind of keep the shop organized so I can keep my mind clear too. That usually helps. So let's see here. So you're going to watch me do a little bit of, let's see, still learning how to use this. So bear with me here, folks. Folk 1, first viewer. Congratulations to whoever you are that's watching. You were the first person to ever see me do this, so hopefully it works out well. I'm gonna clean up the table for a little bit. I'll kind of move you around, move the camera around and stuff, so you're able to see exactly what I'm doing, and then I'll talk through some of my processes and work through putting together this initial build. So I'm going to be doing kind of design and slow plan today, and then I also have my phone out to shoot another video. So I'm going to be working on all that stuff. But anywho. All right, kind of narrow that down a little bit so you can see what's going on. Move you this way. Oh, yes, over here I do keep so I have 2 drill presses over there, and then also I keep my miter saw and kind of job site tools over there. And then I also have a radial arm saw over there, and it just developed a new problem that I need to fix. So, and if you hear, I do have a big shop heater that sits right above where the camera is. So if you hear that and that gets annoying, I'll figure out a way to keep a clipped microphone on my person so that it's not as loud. So cool. Well, I'm gonna get started with some just general maintenance of the shop here, and then we'll get going into a build. So. In organizing today, I'm getting rid of some stuff that's no longer needed. extra French cleat material for when I'm building little pieces of that wall. And I think we all have the problem of keeping too many scraps. I'm guilty of that as well. It's a brisk 20 degrees out today in Oklahoma City. It's probably a little bit warmer than that by now, but I could actually check. This is how I keep my camera on, with a rubber band. I made this little shelf for it to go into a camera holster. So it's kind of goofy, but it gets the job done. As I actually have, if you watch any of my videos, you'll see that all of them are shot with this camera, which is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So it's got the good camera on it. And it does a pretty decent job. It's got cinematic and all that stuff. But anyways, this is how I keep it on there. It's silly, but it works. So this is like this little bit here is a little grip. So that goes in as you twist and out. And then it's got like a little back on it, like that. No, just a little ledge, super simple. Gets the job done. I'm quite sure there's better ways to do this, but I had something at the moment that I needed, so I made it. Anyways, this is my goofy little setup right here. When I'm shooting shorts or reels or whatever you want to call them based off the platform that you're using, I go this way. Otherwise, I go this way for YouTube videos. So you'll see me using it like that today. Back to the temperature. It is 19. That's pretty cold. But I've got a shop heater for that reason. That has been going nonstop for the last couple of days. So anyways, I won't actually put that there yet. Cool. It's another fence, extra fence for my whatever you call this thing. Radial arm saw. It's a radial arm saw, which I'm going to make some adjustments to. I don't know what happened to it the other day, but just all of a sudden the motor wasn't turning over. So I don't know if it's like a brush or something that I need to make some repairs to. Anyways, I'm going to be doing some kind of tool maintenance stuff, and I'll probably go ahead and show you that as well, just for the sake of it. So open the door and throw these out to the side of the shop. I've got a trailer full of my scraps right now. So I'll take care of that. Cool. Making it happen. Here's my broom that I turned into. Goes on my table. Little shop sweeper. If this live stream thing actually works the way that I want it to, I would like to have a camera that's more kind of set up to this end and can monitor what I'm doing over here. Have one that sits right above the table to drop down and look at the work that I'm doing, and then be able to have some sort of like remote switch that I keep in a pocket or something. That was what I was initially thinking. That was just some sort of idea to keep things switchable. That way you're able to view the different things that I'm viewing from my perspective without it being super shaky or awkward to look at. So it's kind of I haven't really looked to see if there's anybody else doing this, but I would assume so. It's definitely people that like to stream their work out there in the world. Try to keep a pretty consistent organization of things so that I know where they're at when I need them. All that good stuff. So these little DeWalt cases are pretty awesome because they're clear. I know other brands make them too, but those are the ones that I initially got, and I still like them. Let's see. I also have these really cool clear Makita cases. I have one cool clear Makita case that I bought and had shipped over from Japan because this is not a typical Makita product that they keep here. So it looks like that, but I bought this insert, and then whoops, I keep all of my screws like that. So I have Craig screws here. Those are the 1.25" square drive. I keep tags like this. So there's a lean system method to organization and to like inventory. And it's something I learned about in business school. I actually have an accounting degree, but here I am. I'm doing this and I love it. Anyways, these tell me what screws I purchased previous, so I can go back and purchase the same ones. So these are 2-inch square drive flathead with a black finish. Anyways, I'm out of them, so I see the tag. I need to go buy more. These, I know for a fact, are, oops, there's something in there that shouldn't be there. These are called a system screw. So yeah, they're pretty chunky. Beautiful little products. I actually have more of them here. So I have the 13mm that I keep, and I have the 11.5mm that I keep. So depending on the purpose, so like if I'm building a Euro style cabinet, I will use an 11.5mm screw. This is actually incredibly helpful. So if I have, let's say, a sheet of 3/4 inch for all of my US viewers, for all of anyone else that watches this, I have a, what do you call it? I guess that would be a 3/4. Is that 13 mil maybe? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So these are I can use these screws back to back on a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood, meaning if I've got a drawer slide that is mounting in the same location to each side of that piece of plywood, these will not butt into one another. If I use a 13 mil, they will. If I use an 11.5, they won't. So then I use the 13s whenever I just want that 1.5mm more. It's silly. It gets the job done. And then I keep some 3/4 inch flatheads, some 3/4 inch square drive, these little guys. Never know when you need them. 1.25 inch, and then I also keep like long cabinet screws for when I'm sinking cabinets into the wall. Also, plenty of hardware screws. And I have 2 different varieties in lengths and also in thread. So that's very helpful. And then as well as like the little sheets of the cabinet door bumpers. These are my posi drivers. I keep those. And I keep one of these mini Craigs along with the additional tools needed. And then I also keep shelf pins, I guess. Anyways, that's a little rundown of my Makita Sustainer. I suppose I could probably add these back in since I have them available. Just try to get stuff into the right spot. That way I'm not hunting and fishing around. Okay, so my heater's about to come on. if you guys that are watching could tell me if it's too loud. I have an indicator for volume. I just want to see if it's going to be overbearing for my volume of voice. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't even really seem to register on the volume meter. No. We'll roll with it. The fan will start here in a second. That's when it gets a little bit louder. But it's like the shop heater is rated for, it's a natural gas unit. It's rated for 1,600 square feet. So it kicks butt out here. Yeah, okay, so there's the fan. It's not bad. I'll play this back and listen to it later. If it's super loud, I'll try to figure out a different location. And like I said, I'll get a clip microphone to try to help out with that. So. Seems to be getting the job done. Oh, I also picked up over the Christmas break. I picked up this little guy. This is the Bloom hardware. So it's for the drawer hardware, so you can put it onto your drawers. I quite like it. It's highly recommended from Mike Farrington. He has a YouTube channel as well. Actually, a massive reason why I got into woodworking and have been doing, like, now I'm out on my own, have my own business, has a lot to do with Mike Farrington, because his channel was very informative. He always has really good tips and tricks from the pros, and he's been in it for a while. He looks like a young man, acts like an old man, but he gets the job done, man. He's a productive person. So anyways, keep one of these around. This is just so that I can accurately install the hardware. I also picked up some other stuff on his recommendation. I also keep a double taper sanding disc that he produces in my shop. It is probably one of the coolest pieces of kit that I have, just because of the job that it does and how awesome it is. But I'll show that to you actually really quick. So this is the double taper sanding disc. It's a cone-shaped disc. If you want one of these, go check it out on Mike's channel. He has a website as well. I think it's mikefarrington.com. Anyways, this thing is, I need to get the heat gun out because it is fully ready to be, both discs to be replaced. I have used these and abused these, so it is time for replacing, which it comes with an extra set of discs. One is a 180, one is a, I believe one's a 120, one is an 80. So it gets the job done. Very helpful stuff. My stock of maple is out, and I'll show you why here in a second. So I have some cabinets in my house. I'll do a live stream on this as well, or a video, one or the other. Some cabinets in my house that I'm redoing. We live in a 100-year-old house. As of this year, it was built in 1924. These were some cabinets that were in there. This is plywood. And it was some doors with a metal insert. I've taken the metal insert out. I'm going to put glass in here instead. But to match the style of the cabinets that I've produced for our house, which I'll show you, I have the small sample door. Let's dust off here. I was using the belt sander last week and the week before, and the dust collection on it was absolute garbage. So there's just tried to really spray out a lot of the dust and put my mask on. Just really bad. Anyways, this is the style of cabinet doors that we keep in our house. They're more like this. So they're Euro style with hinges. This is one where I was trying to determine layout because this is like a 3 mil back set. That's like a 4 or 5 mil back set. So I was just trying to determine. Actually, this is a 3 mil. That's probably 4. That's probably 5. Anyways, just trying to figure out what the correct layout was. This is what's called a slim shaker. So it has this nice little round over detail. If you can kind of see that. See how the light kind of reflects off of it. Anyways, so 3/4 inch panel, 7/8 rail with a 3/4 inch here by 7/8 here. So with that 3/4, with that 1/8 inch round over, that 7/8 round overs into the 3/4 inch, really nice reveal. Mitered edges all the way across. Paint grade, a whole lot easier to produce than stain grade. Anyways, so this is how we do all of our cabinets in our house. So I have taken the time last week and made up this entire row of, these are maple. I would usually use poplar, but I had a stock of maple up there. So I made a whole bunch of these to finish out a small hutch that's in our house. It's a built-in hutch that's original to the house when we bought it. I think the hutch was probably made somewhere in the 70s. I think they remodeled the house somewhere in the 1970s. So yeah, this is the 100th year of the house, and hopefully it'll be wrapped up this year. I don't know. Lord willing, we'll see. Anywho, I'm going to keep on constructing this stuff here. Got a project coming up for my wife that I started close to her birthday and intended to finish with. Those things got in the way. So it's these right here. I've got, I don't know, 20 or so of these guys. And they're going to go into a really cool lamp. So some vellum paper for that lamp. Along with some woven stuff. I don't know. I haven't decided how to try yet. So we'll see. Another great addition to the shop Collins miter clamps. If you don't know about them, you do now. Put this. Those are spring-loaded little guys. So you stretch that out. Do not put your finger in there. I've tested it. It hurts. You put this little guy on a mitered corner. Close that up, and those really keep it locked in place. So I don't know what the pound tension is on these guys. Probably somewhere in the, I don't know, 20, 25 range, something like that. You get a box of 13 of them. Kind of a strange number to me. I don't understand the 13. Maybe baker's dozen situation. But anyways, Collins miter clamps. Check them out. Worth the investment. And I'd probably get like another, I'd like to have 30 of these things, just to 30 more of them, just to keep on hand for different trim jobs and things like that. I don't do a ton of trim, but for the small detail work that I do in furniture, these things really come in handy. Getting close. I think that microphone is something. I don't feel like this range. I feel like this range is probably too far for me to talk properly. Oh, I think I do want to have that microphone. Might be able to see. Yeah, this right here, hang on. That is my scrap pile, and there's a full box in there behind there, just full. Need to get to burning through that. are more organized than we were. Which will now put us into a point of, I want to show you guys something. Okay. I don't know how to do this yet. We're going to figure it out. Share stream, share, engage. Well, I wanted to show you the SketchUp. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys a SketchUp version, but what I could do, I can show it to you on my phone. I think that should suffice. Maybe. Maybe. Try this out. Yeah, I don't have it on my phone either, but I know I have it here. Share screen. That adds up. Let me look at this. Let's do it the easy way here. Just go straight into SketchUp. All right. Okay. Nice. We're doing something productive. Look at that. Okay. So this little dude is the SketchUp model of the Series 1 entry table that I'm about to build. So Series 1 is a furniture line from my furniture brand called J Mark Furniture. My name is Jacob Mark Thompson, J Mark Furniture. That's where you get the name from. So essentially, this is the first piece that I designed, produced, and marketed. It's not marketed actively on my website. I'll do a better job of getting that together. I have some plans for 2024 as far as getting things together for my website. Additionally, so this is the piece that I'm going to be building. It's to spec. We will build it to that spec, and then this piece I've already built one in walnut. Let me show you that. So I can show you now that same piece in walnut. Here we go. That is the piece there. So turned out really nice, I think. You can see a little bit of, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was just the piece of wood, if I got something on it. This is finished in Osmo. This is a what I would consider my prototype. So it is actively for sale at a antiques booth my mother-in-law runs. So I just wanted to see, just kind of get it out there in the world and just see what people thought of it. If someone buys it, that's awesome, but it's a prototype, so it's not going to be perfect. The second one that I'm building is going to be it's going to be made of ash instead of walnut, and I think the overall is going to be a whole lot nicer. So we're going to go ahead and get that thing rolling. Let me stop hearing that. Okay, back in on the stream here. I think I will get my let's get the camera kind of rolled down here so you can see what exactly I'm working on. We'll kind of go this way with it. I think that's going to be a more productive vantage point. All right. So we begin. I'm going to start getting the materials out that I know that I need. This is going to be the bottom panel. I have ash left over from producing a set of nightstands also in the Series 1. In the Series 1 line. And now I also will I'll show you a couple of things from that piece. So in building the nightstands, my initial design was to have 2 drawers. In the middle of the build, I opted to drop that down to 1. So I still have all the hardware and I have the drawer fronts that I made. So I won't be producing those in this build, but I will at least have made these, and they'll need to be cut down to size. So I'll kind of give you a rundown on these. So they're ash. Really love ash. Right now, there's not a big problem with ash and the beetles that used to be in them. That was a big thing for a bit. So happy that is no longer an issue. Anyways, so this is a piece for Series 1. The main kind of component in Series 1 are 2 items, or 2 elements, I should say. Is one, when and where there's a drawer box used or a door used. I like this kind of pill shape, and that is actually the handhold. So on the back side is this cove. So that cove is produced, and then I come back and I put a round over on the front of this. I sand this out with the spindle sander, everything. It just turns out very, very nice. It's pleasing to kind of put your hand in here like this, and then that's your hardware essentially. So that's how you're pulling open the drawer. I very much like that element. Anyways, so I've got 2 of these ready made. They just need to be finished. Finished as in sanding, getting them, getting the lines kind of a little bit more cleaned up. They're a little rough at the moment, just going through routing and whatnot. And then coming back in here and just detail sanding the snot out of this stuff. So it's really pleasing to touch. So anyways, those 2 are done. The hardware I have is not designed for this piece. This piece requires a 12-inch undermount drawer slide. I have 2 15s at the moment. I'm picking up those 12-inch probably tomorrow. We won't even get to that today anyways. I want to go through kind of my process with edge banding. It's not super complicated. You've probably seen it before. Anyways, so we've got the drawer faces. I have the piece for the shelf. Let me get some of this ash down over here. Keep it up on a top rack. Some of the ash to produce the legs. I want those to be in clamps overnight, so those will be getting cut down today. So I'm lucky to have a decent shop space where I can kind of store some materials. That's a slippery slope, if you will, because I know that I can just as easily store things that are unnecessary, which I'm trying to get rid of more and more things. Anyways, I keep a decent stack of lumber over in that corner that I really need to deal with. It's from building cabinets and miscellaneous stuff. So I don't like having stuff. I want to be able to come in here and just clean, sweet work. You know what I mean? Same with my miscellaneous plywood over here. It's not much better, but I know where things are. I just need to work on cleaning them up a bit. So. This guy usually lives over here. I got 2 of those. That'll be another upgrade this year, would be dust collection. In time. Everything is in time. Plywood cart. That would be nice. Some builds that I have been intending to do, but can survive currently just fine. Honestly, who wants to move things around every time they need to get to something? That's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Here we go. More ash plank. So this piece and this will make up the case. This will make up the bottom shelf from the piece. Wish there was a way that I could kind of keep that on the screen. I'll figure that out. A way to kind of keep a little something on the screen here for me, so you can see what piece we're dealing with. But anyways, I have my track saw down there too. You guys may have noticed that. I didn't. I'm talking to people as if they're here. I have 0 viewers right now. Making it happen, people. Okay, so let's focus in on. I want to get this leg material cut down, and then I want to get the case material cut down into the panels after that. So I will move this over here. And I'm going to go run inside, get a touch of water, take a quick break, and then I'll be right back in so that we can get this party started. So just skip forward. You can watch my shop. right, I'm back. Get some water. A little airborne. Not feeling super great. Trying to keep this cold weather moving in from affecting me too much. That's all right. Make it happen. I intended to grab the small stand for this guy. I have a little brother, but that's okay because you're gonna watch me not only build this, but you're gonna watch me video this, and then hopefully you're gonna go watch the video later of this build. That'd be mighty cool. It's like a alternate universe, you know. All right. So for starters, I wear an apron that goes on whenever I'm working. When I'm cleaning up, I don't usually wear it. So today we're double covered in a vest and a hoodie and a long sleeve shirt. But I'm thankful for a heater that keeps this place semi-toasty so that I don't have to wear gloves. And I like wearing beanies anyway because I'm growing my hair out. So that's kind of fun. Let's see here. Get this kind of come back a little bit. Usually not as round as this. All right, there we go. Duluth Trading Co. Another little piece of kit that I like. And then I keep a couple of these fast cap double-sided. These are 1 inch. I really wouldn't mind if America went metric, to be honest with you, because I could get down on metric. That's like, things are just simpler when it's in metric. So anyways, make some loud noises here. We're going to start with cutting down the legs, and I've got my dimensions here, so I'll kind of run you through all that. Leg height on these guys, let's see here. Leg height is 31 inches, and that is the piece itself sits at about 31 3/4 from the ground. This one will have leveling feet installed. The prototype did not. So I will be cutting these pieces down to over 31 inches, but first I'm going to get kind of a little bit into the nitty gritty on finding out. I'll do some marking and layout, but I'm going to set up the camera so that we can review this later and see what's working and see what's not. One of these legs is shorter than the other. Get that figured out. This guy. No. Okay, there we go. All right. Just going to go standard video here. Okay. Get some layout done. in my videos, I don't like to talk, so it's just more or less a shop sounds type of thing. Keep it going like that. So, anyways, this piece is overall just over 3.5 inches down. And I won't use all of that. Let me get to the curve of the blade, because the piece that I'm making I'll need to rip it. Let's see here. The legs are just about 1 3/8 wide. It depends on how you orient the piece, but they're 1 3/8 by 1 9/16. So I'll want to be able to, let's see, should be at 13/16 here. Yeah, 13/16 for the thickness of the board. So we'll probably rip these down to 1 9/16, which is gonna be perfect. I'll be able to get 3 of the legs out of this. Let's see. What is this at? Yeah, that's. I suppose if I glued them up more like that, yeah, I would get just at it. Okay. So maybe we can go. Maybe we can go 1 3/8 here. Those are 1 1/4. That's not ideal. Yeah. I'm gonna need to get another piece. That's okay. I'll rip these down for now, get everything cut up, and we'll roll from there. So I used an Incra miter sled, or excuse me, crosscut sled. Worked pretty well. Don't keep the miter saw. It's just, that one's not super accurate. I'm saving for a Festool Capex. Once I have the Capex, I'll have a dedicated miter saw station. For now, I'm completely okay with using that on install jobs, trim jobs, that kind of thing. So anyways, kind of move some stuff around here. And these are just rough cuts. They don't have to be perfect. Safety glasses. Those usually live right here, along with a Sharpie, a punch, and 2 pencils, but I only have 1 pencil on me today, so deal with that later. For the video, we'll do this. That. All dusty. was squinting before, I promise. Getting some work texts going here. Helpful to be productive in business, hopefully. All right. We've got those put down. I'll leave this up. Do you feel like I'm talking to myself a little bit here? That's all right. I just mentioned to my wife when I went inside that it's kind of nice to talk through things. Even though I'm talking to 0 viewers right now, I know that someone's going to watch this, and hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully it does something. So I'll probably do a 2-hour stream here and there, just keep things. Well, I'll just try it out. I don't have a method to this madness yet. I'm just trying to grow the channel. Just the goal of this entire channel, and is as a creative outlet for myself, and as a way to be a part of the woodworking community in the United States and abroad. And as third, I do want it to serve as some sort of supplementary income source. Woodworking is incredibly inconsistent. So with anything in that, I guess fourth, I would hope that this is a way to build some shop games going on. I would hope that this is a way to build some sort of visibility to my furniture company. So we'll see how that goes. God, airborne is gross, man. So, say we were going to rip these out. Could go that way. I think I will. So I just want to rip these out. Let's call it 1.5 inches. And I'm okay with working with some smaller stock like this. Thinner stock, I should say. As I progress, maybe I'll have some 8-quarter material on hand that I can just easily get a single piece of legs out of instead of having to do the glue up like this. But that comes with the territory. So. These at 1.5 inches by. These are all they're all oversized, so I can cut everything down. There's my stock. Shop I got 34 inches. Just noticed the display is not that. It's not at 90. It's just off of 90. Yeah. Now we're at 90. Now I'm quite glad that I had that oversized, so I don't have a problem with that going forward. Right. Capture some video of this. Progress here. I'm going to get out the glue and a spreader. spreader glue using Type Bond 2 at the moment. Once I finish this set, I'm going to Type Bond 3 because I think it's better for around. I usually have Type Bond 3, but I think at the time when I went to go purchase the gallon jug of Type Bond 3, they only had Type Bond 2, so I just went down to Type Bond 2 for a little while. I have a glue bot, and what I'm not satisfied with this product about is the seal on the top. Basically, the bottle, the plastic was not thick enough up here, so then when you would push in like this on the bottle, the seal that allows it to basically be a vacuum and then go up this tube instead of having to do this with it, the seal would break. Not the actual rubber part itself, but just the seal to the bottle would break. So I was not happy necessarily with this. So I've gone to the old style, just a simple bottle from Rockler. I would like to continue to try this out because I love the idea. I don't think that I need to buy a glue bottle every 6 months because this sort of thing happens. This is my first one to do. I've had it for probably a year, but I think for 6 months of that year, it's been having that seal issue. The way around that was that the glue would eventually dry in this seal, but that's not productive for when you need to refill it. So I haven't refilled it yet for that reason. I'll probably buy another one, try it out. Either way. So we've got the glue, we've got the spreader. We've got 3 legs. Let's get some clamps. Using a good variety today. Bessie and Harbor Freight. Can't beat it. Got a decent charge on the laptop, so I'll go ahead and move you over here while I work. Kind of get the overall gist of what's going on here. That up. There we go. Not bad. Kind of keep the camera moving here. Glue is a little cold today. Oh, you know what? Almost didn't remember to get the camera going. But we're good on that now. I like these. I'd like these tags to be removed. There we go. All right, here we go. Stop that video for now. This stuff is so cold. Not exactly laying out the way I wanted it to. That's all right. More open working time. I do keep the shop at around 50 degrees at night. And it's got that, flue on it that goes out of the roof. And it's so cold you can see the steam kind of coming from it, or the hot air at least. And that every time I looked out here over the last couple of days, it's just going constantly. Not a ton of great insulation in a center block building, but it's okay. Paying for some gas is a little bit cheaper than paying for all new stuff because it froze. I don't need to pay for all those finishes I've got sitting in there all over again just because I was too lazy to keep the heat on. All right. I think we've got enough glue on there now. Get these pieced up. Heater's going again. Restart the video here. Now we can set this over. You guys over here. He's sitting on flat concrete. Right there. Until tomorrow. Break those out of clamps tomorrow. All right. Turn that way. a little drink of water. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get the center box written down, and then I will cut all the pieces out of that. So this is I try to keep a very delicate process to breaking down plywood that is used in a furniture application. So you'll see me use a lot of tape. You'll see me take some score cuts with the track saw. Just try to. It's not just a quick and simple breakdown process. Rip cuts are a little different. Those are easier to work around, easier to go with. So. All right, I have this ready to go ahead and rip. I will be doing this. The box itself sits at 14 inches wide. I've put my saw at 13 and 15/16. I will be using a edge banding, glue-on edge banding for this project. So you'll see me break that out here shortly. But overall, keeping track of that edge banding accounts for just about a 1/16 of an inch, roughly. I'm going to go with this is the factory edge. The writing on it. I want to get rid of that factory edge. So I'm going to go to this edge to the inside of the saw. bottom shelf. I think it's not going to be at 14 inches. It's going to be somewhere in the 13 and 3/16 mark, possibly even a little bit less than that, because it's going to have a wrapped edge using hardwood. Kind of comes up with a little lip, creates a shelf on the bottom of the piece. For now, I'm going to go ahead and prepare some layout lines for this. Probably should have gotten a video of ripping that down. It's all right. Roll with it. The overall box dimension, we're going to be looking at, it's 39 and 3/16. So I'll probably cut the top and bottom panel at 39 exactly. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Those are going to be at 39 exactly. So I always double check for square. With this being a standalone furniture piece, it will be a little bit more obvious if things are out. And these are going to be at, I'm going to cut these at 40 first and then to 39. So it'll be 40 to the inside, checking for square at 40, and then dropping back and cutting the other end so I can get two really fresh, clean cuts. What's up?
There's a dog.
Oh wait, like
He has an eye like Birdie.
he needs a home?
He needs a home and his name's Gadget.
Where is he at?
Okay, see animal welfare. Should look it up.
Did you say that? Oh,
My
your
mom.
mom. This sweet guy who needs a home. You should hear his story. It's like a Nicholas Sparks movie for dogs. He's super cute.
He has an eye like Birdie. Oh,
We should see if we can home him.
hello.
That'd be really fun. I think we could afford another dog, right?
Hi.
My wife just came in, showed me another dog.
Yes, I was just showing Jacob the dog.
We have two right now. We have two right now. We've been looking for a medium guy. What?
Oh. So is he available for adoption? Okay.
Look into it.
Okay.
His name's Gadget.
He was protecting his friend who got injured by the side of a road.
Like friend dog.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He's a good guy.
Oh my gosh, we need Gadget.
Yeah, see if we can get Gadget. We were checking for square, and I forgot to video it. 42 and just shy of 3/8 there. 42 in, yeah, so probably like a 32nd out of square. I think that's plenty. Plenty good with me. All right. So we will set up one of two track saws, but I want to add some. I keep underneath my track saw some kind of blanks. And I use them for cutting. Alright. Oh yeah, I was saying we have two dogs. They're both they're both Labradors basically. One is a rescue, and she became the mother of our other one, who was accidentally bred with we had a Labrador named Cooper, Labrador Retriever, yellow lab, and unfortunately he got hit, and my folks had taken Jack, so we have Jack and Birdie, and now my wife is looking at Gadget. We've been talking about wanting a medium-sized dog for a while, since we have two big ones, but we love our dogs, so they're important to us. Extension over here. Also, later this week, I have some vac switches being shipped in. So they basically, you can control the vacuum on a delay. So it starts up when your power tool starts up, and the vac turns off 7 to 10 seconds or something like that after you've used the tool. So that's pretty cool. For this purpose, I'll use my track saw. Again, very dusty. Just all that I had to wear. I was wearing a mask all last week. It's like no bueno, man. No bueno. So I will go ahead, set the camera up again so we can film cutting down this sheet of ash. Here we go. I use something called AF lock on the cinematic feature, where it locks in the view, because cinematic, it blurs the external image, and the focused image, it keeps very crystal clear. So AF lock, locking that onto the front of the track saw. And then I'll set this up. Plug that back in. There we go. And plug in the shaft back. Dream tool situation. I have the HEPA filtered vacuum specifically for Festool with the whole setup. It's just such a brilliant setup that Festool has created. So, anyways, I'm cutting to the wrong side. I just realized that. Okay. I would have cut to that side of the line, would have ended up with a really crappy cut on this end. But I'm also going to go ahead, I'm going to tape off. Bear with me as I do a video here. panel 1 cut to 40 inches, not 39, but we'll come back and correct that here in a minute. So I'll move to the other end now. Also 40 inches, we're going to cut off that factory end. Checking for square. This one's going to be off, I think. Yeah. Go ahead and check it this way just to verify, because I would say a cut, I could go straight to 39 here. I like that better. That's off by about, it's not quite a 16th. We'll roll with that though. Okay. That where I like it. I'll grab a piece of tape here. That's not what I wanted. Cool. So I've got one finished panel here. Has some marks on it. And I'm kind of going back and forth on really which side I want to be shown, the A side or the B side, because the B side has some cool figure in it. I mean, it's not ideal for what you'd want to see on a furniture piece, but like I'm not entirely opposed to it. This is the A side. See, that looks just more like kind of radiata pine, doesn't it? It doesn't have the glitz and glam that this does. I don't know. We'll figure it. We'll see what we go with. It's part of the creative process. All right. There. This. This is the piece we need to cut the other end off of. Get this ready to go. Cutting off that factory edge. I know where we're going to be, so let's just go ahead and get the tape out. This particular roll, I think I damaged this roll somewhere because it kind of keeps breaking on me when I need it to actually work. So. I think I'm going to modify this tape dispenser a little bit too. The teeth sit up a little bit too high, so when it cuts the tape wants to roll back into itself instead of sticking down onto the metal bit. That is dead on square. Just where you want to see it. And that one, about a 30-second out. So overall, I think we'll be in good shape when it comes time for the glue up on this guy. Oh, it's my wife, probably about the dog. Let's check in. Hey. I thought we already said that he would be a good fit. Oh, very cool. Okay. I love it.
He's so cute.
And is he fully grown? Do they know?
He's 2.
Okay.
2-year-old, 45-pound cattle dog mix. He's neutered, microchipped, and up to date on all vaccinations. He currently has no adoption fee.
Wow.
He would do best at home with older children, teens, and adults. And true cattle dog form, he does enjoy trying to hurt young children who might be around. For this reason, he would also do best at home without small
but we also want to get him out into the future greenhouse anyways. So
He loves the finer things in life. That's nice, like food blankets and meals. He's an intelligent, active breed, and he is food motivated and he can train. He is health urban, great trained, and is learning great probation.
cool. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, the story is Gadget had a sense of loyalty. He came into the shelter as a stray after he was found guarding his friend who had been hit by a car. He did not leave her side. A good Samaritan took both Gadget and his friend to an emergency vet, where his friend sadly did not make it. Gadget stayed with his friend to the very end.
Wow, Gadget's a good boy. Yeah.
And he has an eye similar to
Birdies.
which is cool.
Yeah.
There's a video on Facebook. Like if you come inside, I can show you in a little bit
Sure.
where I guess his foster home that he's in has like 2 other dogs as well, and so they're in the video for a portion of it.
Uh-huh.
And there's a dog who looks just like Birdie.
That's weird.
Like I kid you not, like just like Birdie.
Huh. Well, cool. All right, I'll be in a minute. I'm gonna finish up cutting these panels and then finish up the live stream, and then I will be inside after that.
Okay.
All right, love you. Bye. All right. My wife inquired about Gadget. We'll find out. Jack doesn't like to be out here. I really wish he was. I wish he was shop dog Jack, because my business is called Retriever Woodworks after his dad, Cooper. So there's a little backstory. But if Gadget's a little cattle dog, he's like 45 pounds. He's like this big. Yeah, Gadget would be cool. Be a little shop dog Gadget. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be kind of fun. But if it doesn't happen, that's cool too. I just hope he finds a new home. All right, last cut here. All right. Real test. Yeah, I mean, if you guys could feel this, they're dead on with one another on all sides. This one there's a little lip right here in the middle, but middle doesn't matter as much as these corners. So when it comes time for glue up, everything is nice and square and straight. So those are ready to go. Now the box itself, I like to keep that at roughly, what do I want to keep that at? I like to keep the box at 7.5 inches, I believe. Let me check dimensions here. The box is 7.5 inches. So with this, it is not a true 3/4 inch. It's very close. But I'll probably more than likely cut out a 6-inch panel here. Yeah, we're at 1 inch and 7/16. So this will be my sides. Nick this so the grain wraps. I really don't think I'm going to use that B side after kind of thinking about it more, I don't know that that would necessarily be the best look unless we were to keep the wrap. No, I really don't. We couldn't wrap it because of this isn't solid, you know. So I think we'll probably end up going with that A side there, which will be fine. I think it'll be just a fine look. There's our lower panel. Starting to think that might not be big enough. We'll have to play with that a little bit. See if we can do make her fit. Might have to get a little bit thicker on that. To go with 1 inch ash. No, that's 13/16 there. We might be able to make it work. Draw the legs in by like a 1/16 of an inch. No, that's 15/16. So we're gonna be 7/8 to each side. Yeah, that piece will be just shy of being big enough, and I don't think I have. No, I don't have any more ash laying around, so we'll either have to get a new piece or go a little bit thicker on those sides. Nope. That's just oak back there. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut these down. So we'll cut these at 6. We'll knock out the 16th. I'm not worried about the 16th. I'm going to cut them here. So I can get 2 identical sized pieces. We're going to do a score cut first on the underside. And in between, I want to also put tape. That should help keep everything clean. I'm marking at 6 and 12 1/8. Those will be center line for the tape. Okay. There it goes again. I think I damaged that tape roll somewhere. That's all right. All right. pull tape. Here is how these cuts turned out. Just put them here. This is that cut edge. It's not bad. Get a little bit of fraying there. But overall, that's into the grain, and I think I'm pretty happy with that overall. So, yep, there's that B side. We'll work with that. Again, these are both yeah, I think that on. I would like to check. Those are dead on. Like this, like this, like this. I'm gonna figure out how I want to do this shot. I think I'll bring it down a bit. All right. I think that's how I want to do it. Try that out. Yep, this is the broken one. Okie dokie. Those turned out nice. That's done. The only thing that I'm lacking here is the center partition now. But I think that I will go ahead and plan to shut down the stream for now. Thanks to those who joined in live. I think there was like 3 people, which I'm not going to complain about 3 people. That's pretty cool for the first one. So yeah, we've started the build for JMark Series 1 entry table or console table. So this is going to be the console table in ash. For now, I will shut it down. Thanks for those who viewed. Peace out.